Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Dark Cloud. In the last part I did kind of ramble and have probably my greatest freakout reaction ever over here catching a Martian... Crap, I forgot what it was. Well, it's on my fishing log. Yeah, a Martingarian. And in this part, let's go back into the Wise Owl Forest. Now, I did mention that I did ramble quite a bit in the previous part, which... if that's not going to kill me as a Let's Player, I don't know what will. So I'm going to try to stop that starting now. Either way, at this point in time, we can continue to use these sacks. Because, well, there's some developing that needs to go into it. Granted, I would like it if I could get more gems. But you know what? I'm happily content. I can now get them more easily, just so long as I have poison apples in stock. So let's go ahead and equip it. 34 attack power, man. That's kind of ridiculous. Yeah. This area is just going to be much more easier. Yes, that's proper. It'll be much easier to go through now, seeing as we now have a better quality weapon that we can use. Oh, hi, Sunday. You're no threat. Nothing. Oh. Forgot about that. As you saw, sometimes enemies can drop down from the ceiling in this place. That was a King Prickly. I'm not entirely sure if Pricklies can grow into that, but let's not get into that. Either way, what we've collected so far are Earth, which is basically just tiers of, like, leveling that you can place houses on. Taste of water. And then what's in this chest? We have an anti-curse amulet. Not bad, not good. And what will we have here? We will have a baton. You would have been useful back in Norune. Have that right? Yes, Norune. For a second there, I thought I was mixing up games. First mistake I've ever made. Let's see. Oh, this is King Prickly. You can't attack it when it's up there with Zhao, so don't try it. It may seem like it, but you can't. Bastard. So just keep that in mind. Boy, if I really want to, I could switch that to a fire element. Let's see, what do we have here? We have a torch. Seeing as these people don't have lanterns, they have torches. Not to say that's a bad thing. What do we have in this chest? We have a map. There's more. It's useful. Come on down. And now we have a shiny stone. Okay, we got an entrance. Which you may not think of, but some places in Matataki do require an entrance. I think only like 2 of them do. Or probably better yet, only 1. The Wise Owl's store. Some stand-in powder. Let's go ahead and go to the other side of the dungeon. And this magic crystal. Okay, so we have a buff debuff circle up there. Granted, that's neither good nor bad. Here's the exit. We still need 1 more exit item, just in case the owl refuses both the ones we have on hand. Got a cabin, which... it makes sense, right? They still need things to store. An anti-goo amulet. Boy, we're off Sunday. I think Sunday, out of all the brothers, is possibly the scariest, because he's holding a knife. Okay. I mean, just look at that. I mean, he looks kind of cute and derpy, but with a knife, it's a little frightening. I swear, he breaks his sacks. Granted, if he breaks the sacks, that means I will just have to go this side of the whole bastard weapon build-up route. Which was what I was originally going to do. Oh, so this must be the Atlas storage room. Did I think I did mention in the previous part that you have a small possibility that if you have, like, steel equipped, that you can steal poisonous apples from Thursdays. But then you have a greater chance from a later enemy. And I think they have, like, an even lower chance of dropping poisonous apples than a later enemy in this place. Here's a mushroom house. I'm not entirely sure who would live in a mushroom house, but we'll have to see. River? There's some more. Then I'll quickly run into that buff-debuff circle and pray that it doesn't break my weapon. Got the torch. And... okay, it didn't break it, but that's not useful either. Kill this carnivorous plant. And be on our merry way. Because like I said, we do need a bit of magical dew for the last floor to get to our boss. So I'm not going to go into the back room with our current magical dew. I should actually probably go back and put this in storage with the poisonous apple, but that can wait. You want the shiny stone? Nay. Well, you wanted the red berry the other 2 times, so yep. And let's just proceed onward. Oh, that's right. This is one of the weird floors. Due to a mysterious force, Xiao was summoned. No other characters are available here. We've already seen this before. But I mean, that's not a problem, because Xiao happens to be, like, our strongest character. Considering. I mean, being ranged and everything, I don't really have to worry about fleas. Alright, got an antidote drink. Kill this hornet real quick. Stole an antidote drink from that, okay. I don't usually find a good use for those, but hey, they can be useful. Fire. And the wise owl. No, go away. I don't like how they mapped square, same button. Crap, I think I'm gonna sneeze. Ah! Don't you just hate it when you don't sneeze when you think you are? Hate that. Okay, let's just keep going. Either way, buff debuff. What's this? Funds decreased. Okay. It only decreased by like 1,000. Before this recording happened, I had around 4,000 funds, so that was slightly worrying. I thought it would cut it in half, but it didn't. Because when it says funds increased a little, it practically doubles. So by deductive reasoning, I would assume that it would increase funds a little. Now, in all actuality, I don't really have to worry about being on this floor once I get all the exit items I need because of the fact that there are no Atla here. Because Xiao can't open Atla. So, to be perfectly honest, once I get the 3 exit items, I'll possibly be on my merry way. But treasure chests and the like are still... they still might have a gemstone in them. It's very unlikely if it's not the back room, but I'm pretty sure that you can find gemstones. We got a mellow banana. Another healing item. Which takes away from the thirst meter. Thanks for dropping in on me. That was slightly frightening, but I didn't jump. Okay, let's go ahead and upgrade this thing. Like I said, I'm going to break this down, so it's not much of any point to add anything to it if only 60% of its stats go to the weapon I'm going to put it on. Bag is full. Darn it. This is what happens when you start stealing. Just go ahead and get rid of this. Okay. Now, pick these up, please. All the X items we need. One more chest. Let's repair powder. Can't complain. And now let's go ahead and go to the southern part. Considering all these dungeons are randomly generated, you never can have a good plan, so that might be part of the reason why I'm being quiet. Other than that, let's just keep going. Thanks, Thursday, for absolutely nothing. I don't know what that was all about. Well, I want to know what that is. Achievement Christmas shop. Okay. I really need to start depositing things. Specifically all this fishing bait. I can go ahead and dump a couple of these. Actually, no, just one. This is where inventory management's going to be hell. Tell. I think after we're done with this floor, I am going to go back and deposit everything. Prickly from the King Prickly. Okay, there's one more chest. And besides, this bandit slingshot could use more abs. Go. And jumping section. Yeah, see, you can't attack him from up there. Point in case. You have to get close to him. Way Sunday, that was really creepy. You're dead. Take your money. This chest. And there's a map, which is completely useless now that I've explored the entire area. Let's be on our merry way out of here, and that's one way to free up inventory space. Put that up there. Get out of here and restock. And all things considered, that doesn't take very long. If it did, I will potentially cut it out, but all I'm going to do is just go to the old hag, deposit everything I want to, go to old odd gaffer, buy and sell what I need to, and be done. Other than that, that process usually doesn't take a whole lot of time. Now, in the area after this, where a lot more shops open up and have a lot more useful items, it can take a while. Granted, I can just, you know, do this. I mean, that's faster than walking. And I mean, there's also this map, so I don't always have to go to the exit of every place. Wow, that was a very nice camera angle. Come in. Okay, I think my father is gone. Not in that sense. He just kind of knocked on the door and I let him in. But just in case he's going to come back, I'm going to be kind of cautious about talking. Either way, let's go to Odd Gaffer. Go ahead and sell those amulets. Well, they're more like wristbands. Go. 399 funds. Do we need repair powders? For a sec there, I thought he was coming back in. He is. I think he's finally gone. He just got done hanging up a picture of my entire choir when we went to the Heritage Festival. Okay, now that I'm done with that, let me just quickly explain everything I got. Seeing as I couldn't do that while he was in here hammering on the wall, I just bought a couple more breads for the sake of having it. Sold the tasty water because, I mean, honestly, that's good enough. Bought all this repair powder, got a few more Drawn's feathers, and I sold one because I overbought, and that's not something you usually want to do. Got a couple more revival powders because I did happen to use them, so now we can be on our merry way back into the Wise Owl Forest. To be perfectly honest, it wouldn't be a bad idea to cut that out now that he was in here and I had to stay silent for the majority of the time, but yeah, I could probably figure out a way with post-commentary to do that. We'll see. Alright, so now that we're back with Tone, or Nathan as we call him. Oh, wow. Right off the bat, one of 3 of those exit items. Random Wise Owl probably isn't going to take it. Oh, and I also deposited that. Crap. This has got to be the worst state ever. As you can see, I'm in a goo state. One of the enemies back in the Divine Beast Cavern can also put you in this state. I don't think I was in it before. It's just so annoying. I mean, you have to use a Drawn's Feather to go normal speed, basically. If I had some soap, I could use it, but I don't, so we're going to be in this for a while. Grin and bear it, because this is going to be really slow. Even I'm going to have to grin and bear it. Either way, back on our typical mission of getting Atla. It's always a rinse and repeat deal. Got some river, which is very important to repair that river detriant. Got a petite fish. As you may guess, this is fishing lure. God, combat is just a... It kills you a little when you're in a goose state. That's how slow you move. Got the Ancient Baron. And no, this isn't like some sort of tree thing as well. This is actually a person. Come on. Don't think so. There we go. Okay. Sax's apps are full, but I do want to stick to a plan this time around. Rather than upgrade it with these attached to it, I'd rather get like 2 more gems on it, if at all possible. So what we do need is ice and wind, don't we? Right? Yes, ice and wind. So, what I'll probably do is I'll probably look on the internet to see which gemstones give an ice stat and a wind stat. And one of those will probably give a magic power stat. If I'm not mistaken, a sapphire does give you a magic power stat. Granted, it's my favorite gemstone, so I'm not surprised if I'm right. Also happens to be my birthstone. Either way. So, for the moment, we'll go back to the crappy bastard. And just about tear my eyes out. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm like, wait, I can upgrade it? But it's one ab away. So painstaking. You can't even just jump in water and get rid of this stat. Back to some variety with these things being really hard to kill. That will change as soon as we can break this down. I promise you. I've got an attack stat of 10, which is better. I should probably repair it now that I think about it. Yeah, I do happen to just kind of enjoy how the color changes when you're in the menu and based on their stats. I mean, the goo makes him light blue, but clearly he's not light blue here. Has he got a roof? I'm not entirely sure why somebody's missing the roof, but ooh, wow. Alright, so we can go into the back room. I don't know. Ah, Haley Holly. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I'm gonna switch this out for this fight. I need to keep a distance. Simple enough. Okay, let's get back to Nathan. It might just be better to switch to Xiao and run through this place. So you got Pow. I don't want to necessarily list my thoughts on what kind of character I think that is, based on the name. But if I'm not mistaken, this character is a bard, maybe? We'll have to see. I can probably check the menu, but you got another torch. Alright, let's start putting these things together. Oh no, this is the bard. And this is kind of a cool dude. Alright, let's go ahead and start building some of these. He needs a sign. He also needs some laundry. He needs a way to get up to his house. They need a sign as well. I think everybody here requires a sign. A cheerful wife, a cheerful hubby. That would make sense. And he's a cheerful old woman, same as Rose, so her husband must be Ro. Let's get another torch, and we need another stairway for this thing. This thing does require a roof, and it does need a well. Wise Alt Store needs a torch, has an entranceway. However, we do not happen to have a Wise Owl, so we just gotta rock with it. As you can see, we have 20 river as comparison to Naroon, which only has 15, I believe. Oh no, it's a total of 20. We didn't... Oh, we used them all. I misread that as 3. My screen's a little pixelated. But, yeah, so far so well. Except for the fact that I'm in... Except for the fact I'm in a GUI state. Oh, what I would do if I could just hit select and go all the way over there. Oh wait, I can. Not quite what I meant, but basically, this is a faster method than just being in a GUI state. So, where's the mustache key? There it is. And I missed it. Oh. Great accuracy, me. Well, at least now you know what happens when you select the wrong item to be used. Got some cheese. There's some Atla, and there's Friday. Again, Rebecca Black is not welcome here. Damn it, I made the reference. Okay, either way, let's just kill Friday before something terrible happens with my voice. Okay, we got a pointy chestnut. Just keep going. More Haley Hollies. I don't quite remember what's with these enemies, but to be perfectly honest, what I saw is enough to tell me that I need to keep away if I'm in a goose state. Alright, so we can steal a fishing lure from these things. Granted, carrots are not useful until the area after this area. Because the fish there actually do happen to eat vegetables. Got Baron's house, so... Come here, Wednesday. The sooner you die, the better. Get back here. Go. Actually, in the need of water. Drink the regular water. And then... Bandit Slingshot needs repairing. And I'd rather not lose that. Oh yeah, forgot about that. There we go. I don't think it matters who you have selected in the menu there, but I'm just being careful. Get back here. And just comboed him. What do we have here? This gives me stamina. No, no. Ooh! Oh, yes! Oh! So I was right. That does double your funds, basically. I could use some health. Water. Yeah, see, the goose state doesn't go off. It should. Because logically, if you go into water, most gooey and sticky substances are dissolvable in water, so to speak. But I don't know. Maybe this is just something different. Because, I mean, there are exceptions to that. Because I don't need to be told that I don't know chemistry, okay? Because, to be perfectly honest, I don't... Right. Let's go across this, and I probably will go ahead and go to the back room of this floor. And we can see it in an actual video. Come here, Friday. Curse you being hit single. Oh! I didn't know there were mimics on this floor, to be perfectly honest. We went through this entire floor, and this is the only mimic. You, sir, are clever. I'm giving you props for that. Alright. Let's go ahead and open this Atla. And we get another... Did we get another watermill, or am I just being daft? Got a well. Oh! A water wheel. And a watermill. Okay, I get it. Being a little daft is all. Now what we can do is we can start kind of rearranging things as we see fit. I'm just going to steal that from the well and finish that off now. The only person that giving them completion that would entirely matter would be... Ah, crap. It's the bard, basically. If you don't finish him when you get to a certain floor, and you somehow make it so you're stuck, and you can't finish him, and you did collect all the Atla before that floor, well, then you somehow broke the game, and you're not going to be able to continue, because he does give you an item that is required to fight an enemy. Either way, let's go ahead and head to the back floor. And the sun dude changed the leaf into a boat. I'm not entirely sure how that works, but it was a magical leaf, so let's just go with it. A large boat made of leaves is floating. Oh, it's made of leaves, huh? Looks like one big leaf to me. Let's just get in it. We do travel by river to the back room, which is actually just a... It's probably just deeper into the forest. And seeing as it looks like dusk, it definitely is probably the case. Ooh, Halloween. I think you can steal like a bomb or something from them. Considering I'm going to get a lot of hits, and we'll see. Bomb nuts, which again is fishing lure, and I think you can use it in this area. You know what I mean. Okay, let's not fight all of them. Ooh. Now, we did just pass that enemy I said we'd meet at a later date. Turquoise. I wonder what that does. Which Eliza... Or Ilza, I think that says. You can steal poisonous apples from her. As point in case, so... If you want 200 plus fishing points from that one fish, be my guest. Because I know I do. God. I'm still chuckling every time I think about that. Because I'm sure you guys have seen it, but that reaction. Ah, 10 decibels. You're lucky. I turned it down to 30 decibels before I was willing enough to listen to it with headphones on. That's how scared I was. Either way, just go ahead and open each chest. A Mela Banana. This may be a mimic. Oh, nope, it's not. Okay, game. I get the incentive, okay? Granted, you can only catch that fish at dusk or night. Now, the night theory proves true, because I did catch it at night. However, the dusk one, I've yet to confirm. Wash off, boy. You're a little sticky. What's this do? Well, we are going to break this down at a later date, so that doesn't really matter. Granted, this bandit slingshot has more weapon HP than that one. Only by a little bit. Oh, wait. We can probably see what that turquoise does. It's probably in my best interest to find out anyway. Let's see. Doesn't increase anything over here. Increases ice, which we do need, and increases rock and mimic breaker. Alright. We'll go ahead and have that on. And let's just keep going. Flee. No! I swear to goodness gracious, you poisoned me. There we go. Probably would be worth my time to kill every enemy back here. To go ahead and upgrade the bandit slingshot, but hey. Beast Buster. I've been having a hard time finding those kind of items, the busters. Ah, Drawn's Feather, which is supposed to be common. No. Worry me. Did that Halloween just hit me and it not do anything? Interesting. Either way, let's go ahead and upgrade this weapon. And now we have a bandit slingshot +2. Oh, Fleefly just dropped a poisonous apple. I'm fishing good today. That is if I want to fish. Granted, it took a while to catch that thing in the first place. It took a few going in, going out, going in, going out of fishing. Because that does refresh the fish that are there. Bad feeling about this chest. The game is mocking me now. Saying, oh, you had to catch that freaking fish to get your weapon to be built up. Now we're just gonna throw these in your face. Yeah, thanks, game. Stop jumping around. It's me. There you go. I got a bad feeling about this chest. Okay, it was slightly quelled, but I didn't like what was in it. Because it wasn't a gem and it wasn't a buster. And I don't want to ramble about the feelings I get, because they're weird. It just sometimes I feel like I have this bad feeling, and sometimes I feel like I have this good feeling. I'm pretty sure everybody has that. I mean, who doesn't? It's just a weird thing that humans do. Anyway, let's kill this Fleefly. Surprised there wasn't a few more Witch Ilzas here. Just die. I don't really care if I get bomb nuts or not. I'm not entirely sure what fish I can catch with them. But I mean, we can experiment. Go. And drop some money. Now, money at this point is like of little value to me. Granted, I'll be speaking too soon if my funds decrease a little. Now we've made good progress. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave dungeon Whoa! Okay, I'm definitely going to leave the dungeon temporarily and then come back in. I've been recording for well over 30 minutes. And I haven't rendered the part yet, but as far as I'm aware, there's an Oblivion part that changed music when I was recording for more than an hour long. And so, yeah, I'm not risking that again. Let's see, what do you want? Do you want the red berry? Of course you do. These owls, man, they're weird. Or these owls guys. So I said man, that I'm specifically targeting one gender. I haven't looked at the statistics yet, so I don't know how many of each gender watch me. Either way, that's gonna do it for this part. But I will keep recording if my condition allows me, because I am feeling slightly sick. In the typical sense that my nose is just feeling funky. But yeah, I'm going to leave you with me kind of constructing the river a little bit. Let's see, what's the best way to go about doing this? 3, 2, 3. That's connected. We need to connect this over here. And then we need to go back over here and connect these two sections, and we'll be golden. Looks like we need another, like, 2, 3. We probably just need another river group cluster, and then we can finish the trail. And then we'll rearrange it as necessary when we start placing down houses, which won't be until a specific floor. But either way, I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next part.